In today's video, we'll be talking about a brand new sci-fi shooter that's been announced for the PlayStation 4, and guess what? It's releasing tomorrow. There is some free Hitman content coming out tomorrow, so you'll want to take advantage of that. The Final Fantasy XIV and Monster Hunter World collaboration begins very soon. The Beat Saber PlayStation VR version is said to have a lot of exclusive content, and I want to point your guys' attention to a couple of great PlayStation 4 physical game deals, and also bring to your attention the fact that the PlayStation Store's mid-year sale is ending tomorrow morning, so today is your last full day to take advantage of that awesome sale. More on the deals at the end of this video. First, let's talk about a brand new futuristic sci-fi shooter that's being released on the PlayStation 4 tomorrow. It is called Gene Rain. It has gotten its announcement trailer, and yes, the game is releasing tomorrow. Gene Rain is a futuristic third-person shooter, and it takes place at the end of the 21st century, a time when science and technology are developing incredibly rapidly. The collision between man and technology brings the world into endless conflict, and society is fragmented by inequality as the majority of people can't adapt to the fierce competition that ensues. Development of Gene Rain actually started all the way back in 2014, so while the game was officially revealed today and releasing tomorrow kind of abruptly, this is a game that's been in the works for quite a while, and the game itself looks quite good. A little bit generic from its gameplay aspects, but I'm hoping for the best out of this one. It's coming at a time where we're not getting a lot of big game releases, so much better that it's coming out now opposed to the fall, and hopefully Gene Rain turns out to be something pretty good. Again, it is officially hitting the PlayStation Store tomorrow.
Life is gone. What a perfect slaughter. The deceased are gradually forgotten. The world is sick. Survivors can only live on mechanical hearts. However, the Eagle Eye goes on killing. We have to revolt. Even though they have strong power and great population, it's time to go back there, regain control of our resources. War of survival begins.
Hitman 2 is coming out later this year, but if you have not yet played the first Hitman title, they are pretty much giving away the game for free, or they have been giving away a lot of the content to the game, and they are once again doing so. The official Hitman Twitter account posted this, quote, "Tomorrow the Hitman Summer Pack arrives. It's a free download for a limited time only. Don't miss out." Of course, this is to build some positive rapport ahead of the release of Hitman 2. We've actually been seeing EA do that quite a bit as well. They've been giving out Battlefield 1 DLC before the release of Battlefield 5. I don't know if IO Interactive and EA's methodology is the same thing, where they're just like, hey, let's release some free content of our past games just to increase fan engagement for the next title. I thought the first Hitman title was okay, but I wasn't a big fan of the episodic release pattern. But now that you're getting content for the game free, if you never originally gave Hitman a full look, now you can get some content for the game absolutely free.
People care about. An opportunity presented itself, so I seized it. I believe in the law. I respect the law. I used the law. I did nothing illegal. My only crime is being smarter than you. Greed and ignorance are the key ingredients in any good con.
Next up, for those of you that are invested into Final Fantasy XIV, you'll want to know that a Final Fantasy XIV and Monster Hunter World crossover begins on August 7th. Square Enix officially announced the information, and here's their official post. The crossover arrives as a part of the patch 4.36 update alongside the next installment of the Forbidden Land Eureka titled The Pagos Expedition. Level 70 players in Final Fantasy XIV Online who have completed the Stormblood main scenario quest may take on the mighty Rathalos in both normal and extreme versions of the Great Hunt Trial. While the normal version will have 8 players team up to face the legendary beast, the extreme version will challenge 4 players to defeat the monster, with numerous unique mechanics included as a homage to Monster Hunter World and its gameplay. Special rewards will be available to those who play through the collaboration content, including new armor set, new minions, new mount, and new furnishing. Also teased was future Final Fantasy XIV online content coming in patch 4.4, including new main scenario quests, new side quests, new dungeons, new trials, and a new raid. On top of that, there will be updates to jobs, PvP, battle system, Eureka, gathering and crafting, grand companions, housing, the gold saucer, and more. It's incredible to see what Final Fantasy XIV has become since its original launch as a broken MMO, but Square Enix stayed the course. They released Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn, then they released expansions, and it has now become one of the most popular MMOs in all of gaming. That seems to be a trend with a lot of online games these days. They don't start off all too hot, but these publishers stay the course and the game does a complete 180 and becomes one of the most popular online games on the market. We saw that with ESO as well, Warframe, and Final Fantasy XIV, and now we've got a Final Fantasy XIV and Monster Hunter World crossover beginning on August 7th. And lastly, Beat Saber has been one of the most popular VR titles. However, for now, it is only on PC, but it is coming to the PlayStation 4 with PlayStation VR, and Beat Saber on the PlayStation VR is set to have a lot of exclusive content. In an interview with GamesBeat, CEO Jaroslav Beck said his team has quite a lot of PlayStation exclusive content planned for Beat Saber on the PSVR. He said this specifically: there will be quite a lot of things we would like to deliver to PSVR exclusively, but it's still a little too soon to talk about it. He also mentioned that he wanted to have one-to-one parity with the PSVR version as well as the PC version, so it's good to see that Beat Saber looks to be making a pretty smooth transition over to the PlayStation 4, and we're going to be getting some exclusive content as well. That's definitely nice. The game itself is a lot of fun, a very well presented music rhythm game, and if you have PlayStation VR, this is going to be a game to be on the lookout for. I don't know if this is a system seller on its own, but the PlayStation VR has been really growing in terms of having a wide variety of games, and while I can't point to one specific game being an absolute system seller, there are a lot of games available on the platform that make owning PSVR worthwhile. And Beat Saber is another game that's going to add another layer to the PlayStation VR's library. And lastly, I want to go over some excellent PlayStation 4 game deals and remind you guys about the PlayStation Store's mid-year sale. First, let's go over some physical game deals. Right now, over on Best Buy, you can pick up the excellent JRPG Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom. That is priced down to $29.99, and if you're lucky enough to still have your GCU subscription intact, you can get this game for just $24, which is a fantastic deal for Ni no Kuni 2, which is a game that just released around 4 months ago, so still a very recent release. Game is packed with content, a lot of stuff to do. It's got that great art style, a great story, pretty good gameplay, and at this price, it is definitely worth a buy. Also want to mention that you can pick up a used copy of Assassin's Creed Origins on GameFly for $24.99. Now, this isn't an excellent price. I would like to see it a little bit cheaper, but Assassin's Creed Origins has been really holding at that $29.99 price point, so if you want it a little bit cheaper, a used copy for $24.99 isn't that bad. With AC Odyssey on the way after the release of that game, I think Assassin's Creed Origins price is going to go lower and lower, so if you can hold out until then, that's probably the best, but if you want to get ready for AC Odyssey by playing AC Origins, getting it for $24.99 isn't a bad deal at all. And lastly, I do want to remind you guys that the PlayStation Store's mid-year sale is ending tomorrow morning, so today is your last full day to take advantage of it. There are a lot of tremendous deals available. Watch Dogs 2 for $19, Darksiders War Master Edition for $2. If you want AC Origins download, you can get it for $29.99. Fallout 4 is available for $15. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Special Edition is available for $20. Diablo 3 Eternal Collection is $30. South Park The Fractured But Whole is $19. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition is $20. That is a tremendous deal. Doom is $15. You can check out the Marvel Ultimate Alliance bundle. That is at a new low of $15. That'll get you both Marvel Ultimate Alliance game. That game launched at $60 and it was absolutely overpriced, but at this price, it's not all too bad. And a lot of other great deals are available as a part of this sale. We've covered it quite in depth, looked at a lot of the best deals available. So today is your last day to take advantage of that. Check out some of our videos if you want an insight as to some of the best deals. Also, we've got videos on the best deals under $10. So a lot of good stuff on this sale, but today is the last day for it, so act quickly. That is going to conclude this video. Let us know your thoughts. A new futuristic sci-fi shooter, Gene Rain, is launching on the PlayStation 4 tomorrow. What do you think of it? What do you think about them just announcing the game and releasing it the next day? Kind of odd, reminds me of the Sega Saturn release, but let's not talk about that because the Sega Saturn did not turn out all too well commercially, and many would say the release was one of those reasons it didn't. Hitman is getting some free content tomorrow, so if you've yet to check out this game, make sure to give that a look. Final Fantasy XIV is getting a crossover with Monster Hunter World, and that is beginning on August 7th. Beat Saber is making a smooth transition over to the PlayStation 4, and the PSVR version is said to have a lot of exclusive content. That's pretty exciting. And as I mentioned, Ni no Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom, $29.99 at Best Buy, AC Origins, $24.99 at GameFly, and today is the last day for the great mid-year sale. Make sure to utilize that if you're interested. That is going to conclude this video. Sound off with your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.